My little starts are all grown up. It's time to harden them off and then get them out into the garden. The way I do it, I started out by taking them out in the shade for, for the day. And then gradually I've added more sun and wind exposure to them over the past week. And after about a week, they should be pretty good, ready to go. So these guys are ready to go in the garden, as are these. So the collards and the onions and the kales are going to start going in the primary garden tomorrow. We're supposed to have a freeze tonight, so I'm going to wait one more night, and then tomorrow out they go. These are bulbing onions, and they are, I think, the kind I got are intermediate day ones. Did you know that bulbing onions have 3 different kinds? Short day, intermediate day, and long day onions. You would think that being in the south, you would do long day onions, but it's quite the opposite. Up north is where you do the long day onions, and down south you do the short day. In Tennessee, we're kind of in the middle, so I would either do short day or intermediate day. I started these from seed back in, I don't know, January maybe even. Take a long time to grow. A lot of times you can also buy onion sets, and those are little bulbs from last year's onions. I've done that before as well. It's easier if you don't want to bother growing them from seed. I'm told that you get better onions out of growing them from seed from these starts instead of using last year's bulbs from sets. So I'm going to try this year and see how they grow. It's the end of the day and my onions are in and watered. I ended up with doing 5 rows. I only had enough for a little less than 3 sets of them, so it looks like I put in about 300 onion starts. I've officially got this whole row planted now with onions, scallions, and beets. This batch are broccoli and broccoli rabe. I'm prepping this bed to plant my broccoli, and this little white thing is in the dirt. And I realized it is my nose. This is funny. This is my nose cover. I don't like putting on sunscreen, so this is nose protection. You hook it to your glasses and you put it on your nose, and it shields it from the sun. So since I'm alone generally here, I don't mind looking ridiculous, and so I wear it, and I've lost a couple of them, including this one. I found my nose. The little broccoli and kale starts are now in the ground. We'll see if they make it. To protect them from snails, I'm gonna try trying to put a little surround around them, or perhaps some copper wire or something, because I'm having a hard time with the snails this spring. Gotta do something. Here's a good guy in the garden. Ladybug, lady beetle. These guys are welcome. They eat aphids and all sorts of little tiny nymphs and bugs. This one is the true ladybug, not the Asian beetle. So we especially like these. This Swiss chard is the last vegetable that I am transplanting for the spring early garden plants, the cool weather plants. So once these go in, I can move on to the next round. The spring transplants are in. Hooray! Now we just have to wait and see how many of them are gonna make it. I'm going with 60%. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, that's all for now, so just keep growing. You gotta be pretty sure of yourself to be willing to put this outfit together on your face. Ha! Hey, it stops the sunburn. My nose!